Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be giving my take and sharing my thoughts on the January 31st, 2018 supermoon in Leo. Well, first off is supermoon in Leo will be on, as I stated before, will be on January 31st, 2018. And a supermoon is like a full moon, but only the effects can be more powerful, intense, and amplified. Now, the moon will also be in closer proximity to the Earth than a regular full moon. Now, this is a time where somebody might really just have enough, become tired, and perhaps even full of something at this time. Now, it could be where someone becomes tired and exasperated at a certain condition or situation in their life. And this could really be about a lot of complete, unrestrained, and uninhibited emotional expression at this time. And emotions that may have been suppressed may be unleashed in really a very vociferous, mighty Leo, the lion-like roar. So it can also be a time where one decides to go or more public with something, go out and even go out in the public. There'll be more of an extroverted and gregarious aura with this film, and especially, I mean, Leo, the most, I think, arguably the most extroverted and gregarious of all the zodiac signs. Now, this is time also when something may reach a culmination or conclusion. The supermoon effects can be more sustained than an actual regular full moon. And it could also be about a very powerful or strong unveiling or revelation. And that may take place. Now, let's say, for example, if it was in the 8th house, well, that could be like something dramatic may take place over shared resources, taxes, or something pertaining to an inheritance. Now, and those emotions may be expressed with that Leo-like ferocity. Now, the also thing, and the thing about this too is there may be greater propensity, I think, for vehicle accidents on a supermoon, because, I mean, you're not even talking about like a regular full moon, but more powerful, and you have emotions in full throttle. And given that this is Leo, it could be by somebody acting in a flamboyant way on the road or showboating, such as doing motorcycle wheelies or trying to outspeed another car. It could be over matters of pride connected with road rage, trying to, somebody cuts you off, so you try to do the same thing to them as an example, and then inadvertently have an accident. So anyway, and back to about being more gregarious and extroverted than usual around this time of a supermoon. This could be more noticeable for people that have very introverted and introspective charts like myself. It may not be quite as noticeable, the energy, for people that already have a very extroverted and gregarious chart, such as having the majority of their planets on the top half of their chart, and or a lot of astrological energy in masculine signs. So anyway, and also, it's important and significant to look at the house that the this Leo supermoon falls in. Now, I'm going to have the supermoon in Leo in my 4th house. Now, this could be a very strong, powerful, emotional declaration, perhaps of the fact that I am tired of a current home situation, and express this in a very loud and vociferous Leo-like manner, and with a lot of that Leo-like ferocity. It could also be a creative endeavor or something that had to do perhaps with getting more recognition or notoriety, may come to an end or completion, something I did out of the home, for example, being in the 4th house. Now, also, I think too, when you look at this, people collectively may be impacted by the supermoon, but people that have the sun, moon, or ascendant in Cancer or Leo may especially be impacted and influenced. Cancer is very sensitive, of course, to moon phases and transits, And perhaps this is attributed to why Cancer can be so temperamental and changeable. Of course, as most of you know, Cancer is ruled by the planet, the moon. So I think that really, obviously, there's the strong correlation with that. And it really, and also, I think this could also be very auspicious and favorable for people that are in Leo, like professions such as actors, actresses, celebrities in general, people that do creative writing, golfers, entertainers, lion tamers, people maybe that even work in the circus or in some form of amusement, maybe people that even work with children. So anyway, it's also important to look at the aspects that the supermoon makes to points in the natal chart, as this could impact the delineation. So in my chart, for example, the supermoon in Leo is going to make a close sextile to my natal moon in Gemini. Now this could suggest perhaps something attention-seeking and public-related may reach a conclusion or culmination at this time. And maybe it could be able to be expressed with that Gemini-like eloquence and good diction. So, and because you have the moon transit moon sextile my natal moon, this could very well be well received by the public. So, and especially women. So, that's my take on it. Now, what's interesting is that there will be no retrograde planets on this day, and this could make it much easier to complete something connected with the supermoon in Leo, or come out publicly with whatever it is, with little or no delays at this time. So also, Mercury will enter Aquarius on this day as well. So this could be rather fortuitous for people that have something really innovative and ingenious that they want to bring out publicly and try to get exposure in that full moon, supermoon Leo, like notoriety for it. Now, the Sun and Venus will also be in Aquarius, so this could further accentuate original energy, perhaps coming out publicly, and this could really be also advantageous for innovators as well, inventors. So also there will also be when the full moon makes its exact, where it's exactly at that full supermoon position at that 11 degrees Leo, it'll be close to an opposition to Venus in Aquarius. Now, I think the way this can manifest one way anyway is that the intense, powerful emotional need for notoriety and accolades for one's individual achievements can oppose a love for doing things for the betterment of a group without necessarily getting exposure or acclaim or recognition for those things. So you could have a little bit of a pull as far as that goes. Now, interesting too is that as far as Sabian symbols go, and I do believe in them, I do believe they are accurate, the supermoon, as I stated before, will be at 11 degrees Leo. And this could be very fortuitous, this degree, and beneficial for affluence and prosperity. So let's say, for example, if you have the full moon / supermoon in Leo in the 8th house, this could be very good, perhaps for something very prosperous as far as an inheritance goes, a tax return, or monetary support from another, and really and I think too, keep in mind, people, that don't do a Leo boasting or bragging thing too much if this happens to you, because you might not, you don't want to inadvertently tell somebody, the wrong person this information, and they might just, try to be your friend for life, so to speak, just to get what they, just to get some monetary reward from you. So anyway, also, if it makes predominantly this Leo supermoon makes predominantly good aspects to your natal points in your chart, this could be done, the positive, what might be received, the benefit of this may be done with less resistance. Now, if the opposite is true, really, if you have it's predominantly makes negative or adverse aspects to natal points in your chart, this could be done, whatever would be connected with this full moon in Leo for you may be done with more resistance and greater obstructions, perhaps. Now, also, this supermoon will also be close to the North Node at this time, and this powerful attention-seeking Leo energy may be very strongly tied in to one's future and one's destiny, and it's tied in perhaps to moving forward. So another thing I wanted to get at as far as this, because one last thing about this supermoon in Leo, and a lot of this energy, this ferocity connected with this Leo moon energy, the strong emotional, loud expression. Keep in mind too, I think the aspect that this makes, if any, to your ascendant or rising sign can be significant as well, because this could indicate maybe perhaps how you can, if you're going to be able to project this outwardly well or not. And I think let's say it makes a sextile or trine to your natal ascendant. I think that energy can come out a lot easier. But let's say that this supermoon in Leo makes a square opposition or even an inconjunct to your natal ascendant, then it could be a little bit more difficult in projecting these feelings outwardly. So anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment for the January 31st, or at least I should say my take and thoughts on the January 31st, 2018 supermoon in Leo. Stay tuned next time, where I will be giving you my February, my Aquarius February 2018 horoscope forecast. Two things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis of a person, astrologically speaking, based on this alone, because astrologically speaking, the person is the sum of all their components in their natal chart and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.